Right, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year, everybody. It's lovely MG3, and we're going to put disc and pads and rear brake shoes on it. So I'll spin you around to show you the state of the brakes. So there we go. Brake pads are very low. The other side's even lower. The discs are not exactly in the best shape. We go around this side. Yeah, brake pad almost on the metal. Disc pretty ropey. So we're going to do these first, and then we'll move on to the rear shoes. Alright, pop the caps out the end. Try and open up the caliper a bit to get the piston back so I can get the caliper off. There we go. That's the caliper off. Right, next thing, buzz off the carrier. We got a UJ on that. But bear with me because I haven't got a tripod. Okay, so disc off. Now we need to get the pads out of the caliper. Come on, out you come. Let the air out the boot. So, lovely. Right, the pads have different clips on them. This one goes on the outside, that one goes in the piston. Like so. Right, make sure this face is smooth and clean. That's good enough. And then put your new disc on. Right, you have to bear with me. I've only got one hand. Okay, let's carrier all nice and clean. Okay, now got to put the carrier back on, and you've got to get this piece in between there. So like that, and then start your bolts. Pop your caps back in. And there we are, one side done. Neil. Make sure that little divot lines up with that in there, look. Okay. So, oh, get it in frame. This spring goes like that. Okay. fit your spreader bar with that little notch facing towards you outwards and on top of that. So like that. Put your spring in it, spread them open, and that goes in like that. And it's quite hard to keep them from moving, so you need to get the bottom spring on, and that will try and minimise it, like so. And then put your anti-wind back for the adjuster. Like that, so it goes in behind, in that gap in the spreader bar. It's quite hard to see. And then the spring goes in there, and then it goes behind the shoe. Out that way, and then it goes behind the shoe. Like that. If you put that spring in front of the shoe, it pulls that away from the teeth and then doesn't lock the teeth to stop it from winding back. It's just got to go behind. Okay, ready to go back on the car. Just going to clean up the back plate and grease it, put them back on.
Yeah.
No, that's right, no leaks in there. Right. You fucking slag. Have you got it, Dale?
Yeah, and the other springs down there.
Yeah, I'll get that right. Get the shoes on now, put him back in.
That is a technical term used frequently within the workshop.
Just stick on the ramp leg, Dale. I'll get the shoes fixed to the back plate and then I'll put it on. Come on, get in there. go. Right, let's put the adjuster back in, or the adjuster stopper. Usually I find the distance that a part flies is usually down to its availability. If it was on back order, you'd never find it. If it's in stock for next day, it's right in front of you. There we go. Right, adjustment now. That'll probably do it for that side. Will self-adjust anyway. Okay, we'll adjust this side up now a bit of a closer view. So it's that wheel in there, and you have to turn it. Have I overdone that? I think I have. Come back a little bit. That'll do it. Right, just taking for a little drive up the road, make sure everything's alright. I'm pretty sure that in the comments someone's going to mention about grease on the brake pads and why I didn't use any. Well, if the manufacturer doesn't use grease on the pads or on the front calipers, then I'm not. And if they do, then you use the grease that the manufacturer recommends in the places where the manufacturer states that the grease should be put. And by grease I don't mean copper slip. Because the amount of times I've seen brake pads plastered in copper slip all over the back. So what's that going to do? all it's going to do is attract brake dust and dirt, and it just makes a mess. And if you put copper slip on the sliding parts of the brakes, they'll end up sticking, because it just turns it into like a hard gunk when all the dirt sticks to it. So don't use copper slip. See, you can see on the back plate that I used that blue grease on the back plate. That's proper brake grease, and the reason I put that on there is the shoes will squeak against the back plate when you come on and off the brake. You get a squeaking noise, and that grease on the back plate is to stop that. And if you look before I cleaned the back plate off, you would have seen the white grease that the manufacturer had put there during assembly. So again, put grease where the manufacturer says it should be. If they don't use grease, then don't use it. Right, the brakes feel alright on this. Got a lovely handbrake on it as well. So on that note, cheers for watching everybody, and I'll see you next time. All the best.